Boom shakalaka. The last time Bitcoin did this, it pushed the price up on average 15%, which would bring it to this $20,000 area. Plus, Bitcoin has never had a divergence this huge. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, where it could be gearing up for in the next few months to years. Before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove. Push that like button. And today, Fear and Greed Index going from 22 to 26. We're out of extreme fear to regular fear. Now, how this happened, I don't particularly know. Maybe it's the Binance Recovery Fund, but the overall market goes sideways today, so I honestly don't know. Bitcoin at 16,562, Ethereum at 12.17, BNB at 3.14, XRP 40 cents, Dogecoin at 9 cents, Cardano 31 cents, and Polygon 85 cents. And right now, Bitcoin has been in this descending wedge. Now, historically, descending wedges are a bullish pattern. Right now, though, Bitcoin's doing something that the last time it did this, price went up on average 15%, which would bring price right now to where this bullseye is, right around $20,000 previous all-time highs. And what this thing is Bitcoin coming up to a sharply descending 20-day moving average. The last time this happened was right back here. And as we can see from this point, Bitcoin price went up 11%. But not only that, it happened once before back here. And from this point, Bitcoin price went up on average of say like 25%. So the average of those two, roughly 15%, which would put us right around this area right here. Previous all-time highs, $20,000. Now, this could be good news for Bitcoin, but it might get rejected from those levels again because we do have this downtrend right up here, plus previous all-time high, which was supposed to be support. We broke through to the downside. Will it be resistance? I don't know, but let's take a look at some charts to find out exactly what's going on. Aside from the smaller descending wedge that we have, this one is only from roughly about June of this year. If we go back all the way to the top back in November of 2022, a year long, or 2021, year long top, we have a giant descending wedge. Maybe Bitcoin will exit this bear market, and that $20,000 area would bring us out above this top here, which could potentially be the breakout Bitcoin needs. As we see right now, the smart money indicator has already peaked. You can see this right here. The blue line already peaked right there. In the past decade, such an occurrence has led to some exceptional returns in the market. And also look at the size of this smart money peak compared with previous ones. We can see down here, same thing happened, massive returns afterwards. Same thing happened, massive returns afterwards. Same thing happened, massive returns afterwards. And conversely, if we take a look at times when there were peaks to the bottom, like right down here, this was pretty much the top when smart money was out of investments. So now they are back in, suggesting maybe the price might be going up because the biggest trade right now, bullishness on DXY, the most crowded trade at the moment by a long shot. Much larger than short China equities, long oil, short EU equities, long ESG assets, or long T-bills by a long shot. And if we take a look, it is breaking down. And this is good news for Bitcoin. As we can see historically, when DXY has broken its parabolic uptrend, and also there's a lot of other things like if stock RSI, MACD, and regular RSI, all these indicators, when they happened previously, DXY went down, Bitcoin price went on a massive, massive run. Well, once again, we have DXY breaking down. Similarly, all of these same oscillators, or all of these same indicators, potentially Bitcoin price may go on another massive run. We have this divergence right here, the Bitcoin on balance volume divergence, biggest we've seen since 2020. This was basically seen right at the COVID bottom of 2020. When it hit lows, we had Bitcoin price coming down, OBV going up, and then a massive tear. I'm sure you guys remember that Bitcoin price from $3,000 to $60,000. Well, we have the same thing happening once again. OBV going up, Bitcoin price going down, potentially massive tear when things turn around. Every time in Bitcoin's history, when the Rodel ratio left the green zone, the bull market started and the bottom was in. We have already left the green zone, and yet Bitcoin's making new lows. How is this happening? Manipulation? Maybe, but once the final bottom is reached, Bitcoin and crypto will rise heavily. We can see each time previously left the green zone, that was bull market territory. So we are there, just have to wait maybe a little bit longer for the manipulation to pan out. This chart here Bitcoin is currently in the same situation as one of its largest bull runs that has ever been seen. The inverted and log MACD moves above the zero line. You can see this blue hump right here. Bitcoin falls into the support zone of the previous all-time high, as we can see here. When both of these things combined, that was right before a massive bull run. Well, if we take a look right now, we have the inverted MACD above the zero line and starting to peak like we saw previously right here. We also have Bitcoin in the previous top upper wick zone like we see right here. Both of these things combined, potentially massive bull run for Bitcoin, because we just had a giant volume spike in Bitcoin. You can see this here, one of the biggest volume spikes that Bitcoin has ever seen. Historically, big volume spikes have marked turning points for Bitcoin. Last week we saw the highest volume ever on the weekly chart. Now, previously, big volume spikes, look at this. Price was going up to going down. Big volume spike, price going down to going up. Big volume spike, going up to down. Volume spike, down to up. Volume spike, up to down. Volume spike, well, down. The next would be up, which brings us to a massive, massive divergence. This is the first time in Bitcoin's history we have seen a divergence this big. Every bull market peak previously formed a bearish divergence, and a bearish divergence occurs when the price is going up and the RSI is going down. This is the first time ever on weekly that Bitcoin is printing a bullish divergence, which occurs when the price is going down and the RSI is going up. Probably nothing, right? It couldn't be that good. I mean, it has to go down to $10,000, right? Or maybe it doesn't, because this literally could be like what happened in this area right here as Bitcoin was just waiting before launch, which brings us to this final chart here. We have a huge Bitcoin event coming up in less than 2 years. It's called the halving. Historically, the halving for Bitcoin has been pretty monumental. If you look post-halving, look at these returns post-halving, pretty much bull run territory. Well, if we take a look at previous halvings and past cycles, Bitcoin price was down approximately 55% from previous all-time highs. So we take a look at this one, down 57%, down 54%, down 53%, on average 55%. Well, if we take a look from the most recent high, down 55%, that's $32,000. And that is not even considering that we got wicked off right here. If we actually consider the peak, which would be up here, it would probably be closer to like $50,000 to $60,000 by the halving. Could we see this? Absolutely. Will we see it? Who's to know? But that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.